Hello, my name's James, and I made the crass error of not sorting my tripod, of pressing go on the live before my tripod was ready, which is a rookie mistake. Anyway, you might be wondering what's going on here. Who's this clown? I am basically a British man in his shed who plays the ukulele. I do that for a number of reasons. One, because I like playing ukulele, it cheers me up. I've struggled with my mental health on and off for years. Don't want to talk too much about that. It's a bit depressing, literally. But let's do something about this light. Sorry, there's no one here, so I'm apologising to no one. But let's sort out this, because then that way there won't be a glaring. Oh, quickly before someone turns up. Although in fairness, people have a habit of turning up and then immediately leaving. So, no, still no one here, and we've managed to cash back. All right, there we go. So yeah, I sing Happy Birthday every day on a live stream in an attempt to, sing Happy Birthday to anyone who doesn't get sung Happy Birthday to. If it's your birthday today, you share it with. I want to say British philosopher. I don't know if he's a philosopher. Hello, one person. You share it with a British philosopher, inventor, scientist. Let's go with scientist. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. If your birthday's today, January the 4th, that person's gone. Happy birthday. Don't blame them. Happy birthday. If it's your birthday today, January the 4th, you share it with Isaac Newton, who I don't think he invented gravity, but he kind of talked about it a lot. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, as well as answering any questions that you think a 50-year-old father of 3 may be qualified to answer. I try and help teach people who are even more of a beginner on the ukulele than me how to play the ukulele. Basically, I tend to only pick, all the tutorials are only very basic, using sort of the basic chords of C, F, G, A minor. Hello, one person. So, on a thumbs up, that's nice. Thanks for the thumbs up. So, yeah, 8 people. I love the way it does that. YouTube kind of makes you anyone who is trying like me to develop a channel on YouTube. Hello, Siraj. Hi, pal. Do you still have your ski? Huh? Oh, not again. You work for MI6? I don't think so, Johnny. Right. I'm going to put you in timeout for being naughty. Right. Right. I forgot. Oh, dear. Oh, idiots today. Right. Something in Chinese? I don't understand. Right. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about purpose in life, because hi mate, hi Diamond, Dex. My purpose in life maybe it is to play silly parody ukulele songs about family life. It might be. I mean, if it makes someone laugh and you know, people enjoy it, then that's enough, I suppose. With that in mind, I'm going to play a song about farts. And if I would not judge you if you're like, this isn't highbrow enough for me. I'm going to go off and read The Guardian. I need my music to be sensible and about sort of current affairs, not bodily functions. This is a parody of Catch the Wind by Donovan. Hi, Cheyenne. In the quiet moments before I smell your trump, that toxic pump from your stinky rum, at the bus stop or in the queue in Spa. Spa's a shop in Britain. The air all around me, well, it goes dark green and small people scream. My nostrils flare as I try and dodge your wind. At our end of day, pre-bed story time, sitting on your lap, I feel your brap reverberating through your clothes and mine. For me to challenge you now would bring several lies. It's burning my eyes. All I can do is try and dodge your wind. It wasn't the dog, it isn't the dog, because we don't have a dog. Stop blaming imaginary dogs. When you roll over and bowel control, you lose any excuse, like you've got squeaky shoes. Your vicious sting could surely turn me blind. Standing downwind of a piercing dart of your stinky fart, I'll go to great lengths to try and dodge your wind. Yeah, there you go. Very childish song about farting. So yeah, if it's your birthday, well, I keep saying that. Of course, it's your birthday, because people have birthdays. If you would like me to sing you a song in 2026, birthday song, all you need to do is go to my YouTube channel, and I wouldn't ask you to watch the entire hour video there. If you want to, that'd be a massive help. I just put your name and the date in the comments, and I'll add it to the list. I've got the list is growing. I've got about 5 or 6 people who I'm singing happy birthday to. I'd much rather sing happy birthday to people than sort of scientists like Isaac Newton, like I did 10 minutes ago. But for the days I'm not singing a song specifically to someone who's asked me to in a live stream, I will sing it and let you know which celebrity you share a birthday with. Got 19 people. That's not bad, actually. That's a reasonable haul. Who have I not said hello to? Hello, Betty. Hello, Sarah. Yeah, so we're going to talk about basically. I'm going to answer the question. You look Australian and sound British. Is that a good thing? Australians are usually more kind of tanned, and I don't know if there'll be Australians going, that's a bit rough. You can know how many children I've got by counting the rings under my eyes. I've got 3 children. They're lovely, but they're quite tiring. That's hectic. Right. Let's sing a song about dogs. This is a parody of Hound Dog by Elvis. You're a big bouncy Labrador, eating socks all the time. You've been known to eat the socks, and they're usually mine. You're a big fan of begging, and you'll always be a friend of mine. They said you could win crafts, but that was just a lie. They said you were a pedigree. This is a mess, and I can't remember why. You seem terrified of rabbits, but I bet you're a fan of chicken pie. This is a road crash. You're a big Labrador, licking your privates all the time. When I move from the sofa, you steal my place every time. You seem scared of the Hoover, but you're still a friend of mine. When I try and get a suntan, you're always there to lick my face. You think you're being helpful, a real pedigree chum. This behavior would be endearing if you hadn't just licked your bum. Yeah, that's hectic. Doom Guy, hello, and Adam Bridger, hello. Yeah, so yeah, that's my North Star. Singing happy birthday every day on a live stream to anyone who wants one. Answering a question within reason. Try and keep it clean, because otherwise I then can't post it, and then I think you have to push buttons that basically means kids can't watch it, and are under the age of 18 can't watch it. So it means that only like 4 people in the whole world can watch it. Hello, Harley. How are you? Harley's a regular. It's always nice to see Harley. So yeah. So what is my purpose in life? This is according to ChatGPT. I'm going to tell you if I agree with it or not. Your purpose is the meaningful impact you create through your choices, actions, and relationships. What makes you feel alive, fulfilled, and connected. Yeah, if you are watching this and you don't know what your purpose in life, don't worry. I'm 50 this year, and I often go, what am I doing? Like now, I'm like, what are you doing? You are a 50-year-old British dad singing the ukulele in a shed in your garden. This could look this could look to the naked eye dangerously like a midlife crisis. You look like, I get that a lot. I get you look like Bang Chen from Stray Kids. James, you got 402 subs. That's nice. Thanks, Harley. Harley, you're kind and you're supportive, and the world needs more of that. And your comments make me feel slightly less subconscious and like, is this a massive error? Anyway, yeah. So if me playing parody songs and singing Happy Birthday and maybe answering questions helps someone in 2026, well, I will consider that time well spent. Because I think it's dangerous to kind of say this is my purpose in life, because it changes as you get older. Your purpose in life may not be what it is if and when you get married or you have children. Now that I'm a dad, my purpose in life is really being hopefully the best dad I can be and giving them the best examples of how to manage difficult times and the best memories. I think there's a saying from a film that basically, once you're a parent, your job is just to give your kids lots of positive memories and examples of how to manage difficult stuff in life. I have to go now, but are you going to be live tomorrow? Harley, the plan is, I often don't know when I'm going to go live because life's hectic, but I will always go live. And thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Yeah. So that's it. I kind of agree with that. I think being a purpose, you can basically, if you're not sure where you're going with your life, do something for someone else that they need help with. I have to go, but you're on to be live tomorrow. Yes. Because then suddenly that helps if you're a bit lost, and that can give you, because I think there's a danger of people thinking, oh, I don't know what I'm doing in my life. Well, a lot of the time, no one really knows what they're doing in life. Most people, if they're honest, are kind of just bumbling through life, hoping it's going to be okay. Bye, Harley. Thanks for your support. Hello, user known. Thanks for checking in. Right. I've decided at the moment my purpose, certainly for 2026, is to try and make people smile and laugh. Maybe teach someone how to play the ukulele if they're up for that. By watching, if you are up for that and you want to do me a massive favour, please go and watch the hour-long video on the homepage. That would be enormously helpful. This is a song. Just joined. What we're talking about. Hi, Ninja. What are we talking about? We are. What are we talking about? We're talking about purpose in life. My purpose in life is to sing Happy Birthday every day on a live stream and hopefully amuse people with childish songs about family life. This is about builders. And actually, it's probably unfair because builders on the whole are pretty good. We've had some good builders. We've had some bad builders. This is about the bad builders, and it's a parody of Bob the Builder. Says he's a builder, but did he fix it? No, he learnt it all on YouTube, and he's made it worse. Plastering and driveways repointing to his labourers of 14, Dave and Stu. Dave's blind in one eye and Stu's got gout. I've just got my son to please sleep, please don't shout. Online course in plastering, did he fix it? More cowboy than builder, he's made it worse. He turned up at midday smelling of booze, put down a dust sheet and had a snooze with the A minor, not that. Him, Dave and Stu have so much fun making inappropriate comments about the customer's wife's bum. That taps on backwards, is that a mistake? Where will all the rubble go? It ends up in a lake. He says he's a builder, he's got his own tool belt. Does that make you a builder? Not really, no. Yeah, buying a tool belt and doing an online course in plastering doesn't make you a builder, I don't think. And I think if someone wants to do some building work, you're well within your rights to ask for. That would be my tip. If you're doing any building work on your house, ask them for say, can I speak to some of your previous customers and then ring them up and ask them, is it okay if I come around and see the work they've done? Because the problem is that once you've done the work, you can't undo the work. And once you've done the work, you have to pay people. And it's very difficult to pay someone, even if you're not happy with the work. So that would be my tip if you're in a position to maybe think, right, I'm going to get some work done on my house. Right, so what are we talking about? We're talking about purpose in life. So according to ChatGPT, what activities make you feel energized and engaged? That's usually a pretty good sign about what you should be doing. I do like being a bit of a wally and trying to make people laugh. So is that a purpose? I don't know. The dream, I suppose, is that if and when you find your passion or whatever you really enjoy doing, whether that's teaching people how to play the ukulele, or I don't know, cooking or teaching, or I don't know, everyone has something that they go, I really enjoy doing that. If you can get someone to pay you to do that, then that's kind of the dream. And I think a lot of people spend their lives trying to maintain that. It's not easy, but I also think it's worth the effort of trying. Your purpose often aligns with what you naturally enjoy and excel at. I agree with you, ChatGPT. It does. I think the really frustrating thing is that it can take half a century to kind of get an idea about what you think you should be doing. Hello from Brazil. Awesome, from Brazil. That's I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Where are you from in Brazil? I'm near Brighton in the UK, which is the south coast of the UK. But I'm a big fan of Brazilians. I know lots of Brazilians. I'm sure you're not toxic. I'm sure you're giving yourself a hard time there, Cotton. Alexandra, hello. Matthew, hello. Samuka, hello. My advice as a 50-year-old father of 3 is just don't put too much pressure on yourself. The world is going to put loads of pressure on you anyway. If you're not your own, you've got to be your own cheerleader. You've got to be your own sort of support team. IDBJ in Sydney. Hello, Max. You're a good boy. That's kind of you, Reggie. That it's difficult. I have lots of times where I'm getting this wrong. I'm being a rubbish dad, or I'm being a rubbish husband, or I should take the dog for a walk more. And actually that's managing that negative narrative in your head is half of the battle. If you can do that, if you can have a voice equally as loud and equally as frequent that goes, hang on a minute, why are we giving ourselves such a hard time? We're doing our best. You are doing your best with the time and resources and the energy you have. Easier said than done. That would be my advice. I can't do it all the time, but that's what I would say. Consider the impact you want to have in life. That's a good thing. If you imagined, how do you want to be remembered? That would be, I'd like to be remembered as people go, he was kind and he made me laugh. Even when he was a bit of a wally and told terrible dad jokes or played awful songs, he made me laugh because I generally felt that he cared. I do generally care. Often, sometimes way too much. I used to be a postman and I was always really, really late because I spent way too much time checking the old people on my RAM were okay and doing chores for them. And my boss was like, it's really nice that you do that, but it's not what you're paid to do. And I think I've always had a bit of a warped sense of my responsibility in the world. So yeah, but I think that's a quality problem. Think about the difference you want to make in the world, big or small. Purpose is often tied to helping others, creating or improving your environment. I think helping others, everyone's got a skill. Frustratingly, it can sometimes take you 50 years to find out that skill or have enough confidence in that skill to just say, oh, well, I'm 50. I might only be alive for another 30 years. Why don't I just give it a go, even if I'm rubbish at it? Hello, Annie Man. I didn't get that right. Aim. Sorry, totally pronounced that name wrong. The biggest regrets. I did a video recently about the 5 biggest regrets that people have, and it's always people not trying stuff. People don't mind failing. I don't mind failing. That's not a problem. The worst thing about failing is I didn't even try. No one knows what will happen when you give stuff a go. I think if you don't give stuff a go, that's going to torment you forever. And what you don't want to do is get to 80 or 90 and go, I didn't even try. I didn't even give jiu-jitsu a go. I didn't even play ukulele songs in my shed and try and see if I can get a YouTube. It depends, Blaze. Want to do a dare? I don't know. It depends. That always worries me slightly. Tell you what, I'll have a think about it while I play this song. This is a parody of Fast Car by Tracy Chapman, and it's all about basically my dad's a dad's car, what my car's like. I've got a dad's car, it's done 0 to 60 once in its life, you can get everything in the back. 2 grand pianos, 3 kids, a wife. I don't dare drive it too far, because the fuel light's on constantly. It's got its own unique smell, a combination of chips and whey. Doesn't really have a smell of wee anymore. That was when the kids were little. Hi, what are you doing? Hi, Shive. I'm playing ukulele parody songs in my shed. Hope wherever you are in the world you're okay. Right. I only tend to do about sort of 20, anything between 15 to 30 minutes, depending how it's going. Otherwise, it just becomes boring. I mean, it's probably possibly a little boring anyway, but that's kind of the extent of my skills. I've now lost my page. So yeah, so that would be my advice when it comes to. Well, actually, that actually is more to it than that. When it comes to your finding a purpose, that they say. Hang on. There's actually 5 questions you should ask yourself to find your purpose. And if I can find a page, I will share those, because actually it is quite helpful. I don't know how accurate it is. Right, yeah, so the 5 questions, if you get a chance today, go and check out a TED Talk by a man called Adam Leipzig, Leipzig. And it's brilliant. And it's basically 5 questions to ask if you don't know what you're doing with your life, or you want some insight into what you think your purpose should be. So the first question is, who are you? So I'm James. My name is James, right? That's a simple one. Second one, what do you do? So basically, and this is, bear in mind, this is what you would like to do with your life. And I'm like, okay, well, I want to create content to try and support brand new dads. So I've written a book called First Time Dad, done an audio book. Neither of those sell enough to be my job, but that plus hopefully one day having a YouTube channel and creating content and maybe, who knows, a course, that's what I would like to do. So I'd like to support first time dads. I'd like to support anyone, to be honest with you, but that's my niche. Who do I do it for? So I do it for first time dads, stressed out parents, but anyone who's struggling, basically. That's the thing. But I think you need to be quite niche. You need to kind of narrow it down. If I just say I want to be nice to everyone forever, they're like, that's lovely, but it's not. It's a bit vague. That was question number 3. Question number 4: what those people wanted or needed. Okay, so I think people who are about to become a parent and are a bit stressed about it would need some practical advice and some emotional support and some amusement. That's what I think anyway. I think they need a combination of those 3 things. I certainly know before I became a dad, I was very excited, but also quite freaked out. I've struggled with my mental health, and I was worried about how my OCD would impact, how being a dad would impact it. Actually, it didn't. I only made it better. I was tired, but it actually gave me a purpose in life. It gave me a reason, and to an extent, kind of say, well, look, yes, you have good days and bad days, but you just got to get on with it, because there are 3 people in the world who need you just to get on with it. Get up. Sometimes I wake up feeling anxious or a bit depressed. I haven't got the luxury of staying in bed and feeling sad. I just got to get up and get on with it. So that really helps. But I wrote the book. The book I wrote was the book I wish I could have read before I became a dad. And hopefully it was a combination of some practical advice about stuff you can do not to wind up your pregnant partner, but also what you can do to make sure that when the baby actually arrives, you are prepared. And some honest, kind of jokes and just amusement of my early dad fails. Right, so that's question 4. Question number 5, how did they change as a result? So how would the people I want to help change by my reading my book, watching my video, doing my course? So that's basically how you know. That's if you watch this TED Talk by Adam Leipzig, and I would do that, it'd be 20 minutes that might utterly change the rest of your life in a positive way. and it gives you 5 questions. And I've watched it 5 or 10 times, and I don't know, it might just give you an idea. I think any time you're thinking about your life and what you want to do is a quality thing, because your brain's a clever thing and it will start trying to find solutions. Right, I'm not going to do a massive long because I've done 25 minutes already. I'm going to do a song about an absolute banger. Do you know Karate? Did you say, hang on, I'm just going to say hello to you. Did you say you're from near Brighton? Genuine guy, hello. Yes, I live in Saltdean, which is about 5 miles east of Brighton. I work on Brighton seafront. Do you know Karate? No, I do Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Hello, Louise. That's very kind of you. That's really kind. Thank you very much. I'm going to ask anyway, because I think it's okay to. One of the things I'm trying to do, apart from make people happy, is I am trying to get my YouTube channel monetized. It's taking ages. What didn't help is that my YouTube channel got hacked in November last year, and about 8 years of work got removed, which is a bit of a nightmare. So I've had to start again. If you want to do me a massive, solid favor, go to my page, and there's an hour-long video. I wouldn't expect you to watch it, but if you felt kind enough and you didn't mind using a bit of your Wi-Fi to just let it play, that'd be enormously helpful. Let me just. Thank you for subscribing. That is really, really kind of you, Louise. Right, okay. So this is a parody of the absolute banger "Keep On Moving" by Five, and it's kind of a bit of the conversations I often have with my wife in January. That's not it. It's just a bad case of the snivels. 'Cause man flu's a made-up term. You're not on death's door, you're probably lying, like the time you said you like my webcam. If you're a man with a slight cold, I would be advised to keep it to yourself. Do you still do the veterans music? Could meet up? You're in a moment. Yeah, potentially. I'd be open to these sorts of things. Play Smoke on the Water. I don't know how to do that. It's no, I can't do that. I will try though. Smoke on the water. Those are the chords. Right. I hope wherever you're on, you're okay. And have we time for one more song? No, I don't have time for one more song. Right. Yeah. If you subscribe, thank you so much for your support. I genuinely appreciate it. If you want me to sing you happy birthday in 2026, put your name, your date in a comment on my video. Play Riptide. Never went to Georgia. Genuine guy. That's way beyond. That's intermediate to advanced level. I am just about a basic level ukulele. Anyway, I hope wherever you're on the world you're okay. I do this every day. If no one turns up, it'll be 5 minutes of me singing happy birthday about a famous person's birthday. Hopefully it's longer. I hope wherever you're on the world you're okay. Be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. You're probably doing much better than you're giving yourself credit for. Take care. Thanks for your support. Bye.